Hey love, and welcome back to my channel. I am Pauline. For those of you who are new here, if you're new, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for sticking with me. This is a channel where we talk about all things locks, okay? So today I am in the comments. Yes, I'm in the comments answering questions. So my first question that I got, this person says, if you get Microlocs, and then a few years later you decide you don't want them, can you take them out, or do you have to cut your hair? So you don't have to cut your hair. If you decide you no longer want to keep your locks, you do not have to cut your hair. You can literally comb out the entire lock. You can, if you don't have open ends, you can just clip the ends of the lock. If it's very solid, you can just clip the ends and then start combing it out. You can use a pick. You can use toothpick. I've used floss, the floss with the sticky stuff where you go through and stick. I've used the end of the floss to comb out locks. I've used all type of different things to comb out locks. So you do not have to cut your locks off completely to the new growth to if you decide you no longer want to keep them. Now, there are different ways you can do it. So if you need a process, I know for my sister, when she cut her Sisterlocs to start Microlocs, she grew her locks down her back, and then we've cut it, it grew back, cut it, grew back. And then so eventually it was like shoulder length or something like that. So we cut them down to 6 inches and then comb them out from there. So you can do it that way. If you just want to keep the hair at a certain length, you can cut it to the length that you want to and then comb it out from there. Keep in mind that when you are locked, your hair is, whether you're locked or not, your hair is constantly shedding. Every day your hair is shedding, right? So when you are locked and your hair is shedding every day, it is shedding in the lock, so it's not escaping the lock. So just be prepared. If you have hair down your back and you're wanting to comb them out from the tip to the base, keep in mind the length that you have is not going to be the length that you the current length won't be the length when you're done combing out your locks, because all that dead shedded hair will go. Okay, so keep that in mind. So whatever, as you the closer you are to the scalp, the newer the hair is. So it's less shedded hair in there. But the older and longer your hair is, there's more shedded hair. So just keep that in mind, because I don't want you to have shoulder length hair or breast length hair, and you go and comb it out and then you mad because your hair is like right above the shoulders. So be mindful of that. The when we are locked, the hair retain its length because it keeps the hair that sheds. All right, so that's one way. That's one thing to consider. Yes, I am interrupting your video today with my own personal little ad. So yes, grab your wisdom book if you haven't gotten your copy. Thank you. Oh, the link is in the description, so you know where all the text is. All right, you can go back to your video now. Also, another thing that you can do, if you don't necessarily want to comb out so much of your locks, but you want to have some hair, just, if you know for sure you're not going to keep your locks, just stop getting maintenance. Stop getting maintenance and just let it grow out for as long as you can. During that grow out process, I always tell people, keep it separated. Make sure it's not matting at the root. Keep it separated. Keep it hydrated, moisturized. Make sure that it's not, um, you want to be careful that it's not breaking. If you have fine, low density hair, be very, very careful with just growing it out because that can be damaging too. So, but if you have high density, coarse hair, you can grow it out as long as you want before cutting it. So that is something to consider. You can grow it out if your hair is at a state where it's healthy enough to go a while without a retightening before cutting. If you have really long hair and you have fine low density hair and you want to grow it out, just be mindful of the weight of the hair. So I would trim as I grow it out, trim as I grow it out. So the hair that's not retightened is not being compromised by the weight of your hair and the fact that it's not being maintained. Um, Also, when you're growing out your when you're just letting the new growth come in and you're not getting a maintenance, make sure that you, although you're not getting maintenance, that you're still maintaining the roots, right? You're still caring for it. You're still taking care of your scalp. You're still doing all of that. Okay. So that's some, those are some things you can do if you don't want to cut it completely, but you want to have some hair. I would grow it out as long as you can go with, growing it out, and then cut above the new growth. I wouldn't just cut right at the new growth. I would, cut as much that whatever you have patience for to comb out. I would at least leave like maybe 2 to 3 inches of the lock part cut from there and then comb it out. So you have something to work with. And keep in mind, when you decide to cut your hair, let's say you grow it out and you decide to cut it, right, from, the new growth. Shrinkage, okay? Sometimes we think, oh, this is enough new growth. I can go ahead and cut it. And then you cut it. You're like, whoa, this is shorter than I think. So be mindful of the shrinkage, right? Please be mindful of that. Um, and the other option is to cut it off. But you said you didn't want to cut it off. You just want to comb it out. But yes, you can comb it out. You will lose a lot of hair in the process. Make sure you have lots of patience to comb it out. Do not rush the process. The longer your hair is and the more locks you have, the longer it will take. Some people, it take them 3 months. Some people, it take them a day, depending on what they're working with, how diligent they are about getting it done. So be mindful of that. So those are the things I want you to consider. You can do it wet or dry, but if you're going to do it dry, make sure when you comb it out, you're following the pattern. I have another video that shows how you follow the pattern, because you can literally, if your hair is interlocked for maintenance, you can literally go and follow the pattern and remove it like that. So you can do it dry or you can do it wet. I would I would say, I don't see my mannequin. I would say avoid taking a comb and combing it out like this. You're going to break it, wet or dry. You're going to break it. So be mindful of that. All right. So I hope this video helps you and help anyone else who's considering taking down their locks. So, all right. So let me know if you have any additional questions, and I will see you guys on another question, on another video answering another question. So yes. All right. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Please follow. Please watch my videos to support me in that manner. And that is it. See you guys next time, or I'll meet you guys in the comments. Thank you and chat later. Bye.